So hello, good evening to all of you guys. I am Etch of Pageantology 101. I will be interviewing the Philippine representative for the upcoming Miss Tourism International. Without further ado, Miss KATHIE Lee Berco.
Hi
Hi!
everyone! Hi Miss Edge and to all the viewers of Pageantology 101. Good evening po.
Kumusta naman, KATIE? Kumusta ang quarantine
Um,
life?
yes, one of the most difficult thing I'm struggling probably right now is the internet connection po and how to communicate to other people as to how I'm going to intensify my advocacy, ganun po. But more likely as a student leader, communication is one of the most important tool. Therefore, although mayroong pandemic, kailangan natin i-consider pa din doon at i-continue natin yung mga kailangan nating ma-inform at masabihan dito sa mga pangyayari dito. And of course, kailangan talaga bahay lang po tayo from March ata. March nag-start yung lockdown. Until ngayon, ang hirap mag-travel po talaga. So, ang problem talaga ngayon is travel and communication.
Ayun, ang haba, no? Parang pang Miss
Ay,
Tourism International.
pang...
Di ba? Opening pa lang na talagang tourism international yung mga before tayo sagot. Magchikahan, before tayo pupunta dun sa mga ganyan, yung mga tipong mga Q&A natin, yung mga sagot. So, sino ba si KATIE Lee Berco? So, can
yes.
you please introduce yourself?
And thank you so much, first of all, to Pageantry 101, Pageantology 101, rather, for inviting me here. Because this is going to be my tool to introduce myself to each and everybody, especially to the pageantology enthusiasts. And so, hi, my name is KATHIE Lee Berco, 20 years of age, residing in the home of 100 Islands, Alamina City, in the province of Pangasinan. I am currently taking Bachelor of Arts in Political Science. I'm a third-year student in San Sebastian College-Manila, and also an incumbent president for 2 years now in the Supreme Student Government of SSCR Manila. And I am half Ilocana and half Ilongga, but Pangasinense by heart. And I am currently working with different organizations who are affiliated also in our school and my field, political science. Which advocates for youth empowerment. So I'm working on with different people every now and then, although we have pandemic. So ito yung pinakamahirap siguro na nagiging block. It blocks the way on how to communicate and to also advocate for something, especially that we need physical appearance kapag community services. Other than that, I am the Miss Tourism 100 Islands 2017. I am Miss Gallicayo Cameliana 2019 second runner-up, and also the Mutya San Sebastian College-Manila for the National Collegiate Athletic Association of Season 95. So I am the
Yung gala,
appointed representative. Hello po. Yes po.
yan yung
Ah,
gala kayo? Yung Miss Gala kayo na
Gallicayo. Yes po. That is a regional pageant for sa Region 1.
sa,
Region 1 po.
sa,
Yes
so
po.
ikaw
Kasi
talagang,
in our province. Yes po.
taga Pangasinan ka talaga?
Yes po. I'm from Pangasinan.
And then, dito ka naman nag-schooling sa San Sebastian.
Manila, yes po.
Ano yung
Talagang
nagbo-board ka?
nagdo-dorm po ako
Ah,
talaga kasi ang hirap ng ano. Actually may tirahan po kami sa Caloocan pero napakahirap yung pagta-transport po every day. Halos 2 hours ang biyahe. So, instead na i-re-review ko na lang, why not do'n na lang magstay, 'di ba?
so
Gano'n
you
po.
are taking political science in San Sebastian College. And
Yes
anong
po.
year mo nag ulit? Third year,
Third
fourth
year
year?
po. Third
Third
year.
year. Online class tayo ngayon. Tama. Miss
Yes po.
Pangasinan,
Yeah.
tama, 2017. Miss Tourism
2000
Pangasinan.
Miss Tourism 100 Islands po. But it's a pageant also sa Pangasinan.
So ikaw, naka-base ka pa noon sa Pangasinan, tama?
Yes po, I was 17 years, 16 years old po. That's my first pageant po
So
talaga.
nakakaramdam ka ba ng pressure knowing that, of course, Cyrille Payumo is the reigning Miss Tourism International from the Philippines. So may pressure ba?
I think of representing our country is already the reason why I am pressured. So siguro kahit hindi naman reigning yung Philippines, but the concept itself na I'm going to carry a very beautiful country and carrying every Filipino along the way of this in an international stage. I think this one makes, but I think ang pinaka-key na lang dito is to enjoy every segment po. So, I think maganda naman pong concept to not only to represent myself but for the entire
Selected
Philippines.
by, of course, the mother of all pageants, si
Yes,
Madam
si Tito
Ovette
Ovette.
Ricalde.
Yes po.
So, handpick ka ni ni Madam Ovette. So, paano kayo, paano kanya na-contact para i-represent yung Philippines?
It happened on the first week of December that it was just a normal day. I'm with my handler po, and we're talking about how am I going to strengthen my advocacy of youth empowerment. Sobrang normal na day lang po siya. And then, siguro 2 p.m. that day, someone chatted him, si Miss Lorraine Erum, Miss Global Ambassador of the Philippines. I don't know if you know
Mm-mm.
her, Miss Lorraine Erum.
Mm-mm.
And then, nag-refer siya na if you can help us na makapili ng representative for the Philippines for the upcoming 23rd Miss Tourism International. So, syempre,
Virtual
sino ba
edition.
naman hindi? Yes po. Sino man namang hindi. Ay, oo, sa idea na you're going to represent the Philippines.
Or,
So, ang ginawa namin, ang alam ko po, sabi ni Tito Ovette, 5 kaming girls from around the country na on deck dun, noong time na yon. And then,
ako.
I don't know if you were able to know that issue po with regards to Mutya Pilipinas, that yung franchise
Yes.
nila. Yes po.
Kanya sa
Ayun.
mga viewers natin, yung Miss Tourism International franchise is under Mutya Pilipinas,
Yes,
which is
yes.
si Miss Cyrille Payumo nga yung ating reigning Miss Tourism International. So, bali this edition, itong 2021 na to, sa January, tama,
Yes
is
po.
under kay Madam Ovette
Oh,
Ricalde of Megastar Production. But then again, nag-release nga ng statement yung Mutya Pilipinas, and after, so 2022 edition na, so
babalik ata
at
sa Mutya Pilipinas.
babalik na sa Mutya ng
I called my
Pilipinas.
team po sa Alaminos City kasi syempre sino ba naman susuporta sa atin, yung
Worth
pinakamalapit
yung
na lang
nanonood
din.
natin, ha? Kasi may mga viewers tayo. O,
Ah,
tama.
wow. Ayun po. Nag-prepare kami for like 3 or 4 days po. Sunday po yon. We had the photo shoot po kinahapunan talaga para we will release fresh photos para dun sa entry. And then I filled up the entry form. And then they asked for 3 videos for my introduction, for the tourism campaign video, and then the last one is for the long gown. So ginawa namin yun Monday and Tuesday, and then we rendered the date or the time in Wednesday para mag-video editing. So lahat po talaga yun. Very hassle, rush siya, pero fulfilling after. So, ayun po, pinasa namin kay Tito Ovette, and then sabi niya, good to go na po to compete for
I-calculate lang
international
natin yung
pageant.
schedule for the competition next year. January.
Ayan.
Nag-start siya.
Uh, as per the at the entry form, it will start on December 20, which is yesterday ata. Yesterday ba? The day before yesterday. Ayun po, December 20. Actually, nag-start na po sila na mag-post ng mga representatives natin from different countries.
Check ko nga sa page nila. Diba may page nila?
Yes po. Miss Tourism International 2020 ata yung name ng page nila. Yun po. Let's just support yung page nila so that you can also support me as a representative of our country. Start na siya December 20. And then, the pageant day will be on January 17 po. It will going to be a
So, ano,
virtual
January
pageant.
7 pageant proper. So, talagang yun ang parang pinaka-start na talaga ng pageant. And then, the coronation night, the virtual coronation night would be held on
January 17. Virtual.
17 talaga.
Malaysian time pa. Apo.
Oo. So, ayun na. Anyway, napag-usapan na rin naman natin yung mismong Miss Tourism International, no? Paano yung preparation mo dito? Meron ka bang ano? Kasi, syempre, virtual ito. Hindi ito yung tipo na pageant na, of course, yung traditional pageant na narapat tayo sa stage.
Yes
So,
po,
paano
totoo.
yung training? Paano?
Yesterday, I traveled from Pangasinan papunta po dito sa Manila to
Ay, first, nakita ko yun, yung post mo sa page mo.
yes po. Before po, nung time na yon naglilibot po ako sa District 1 po ng province of Pangasinan para meron tayong mai-feature yung mga iba't ibang municipality from my province. So, ayun po, ang preparation, it's the usual preparation. Still, we have to work on with our walk, of our poise, and how we're going to present ourselves. But the problem there is how I'm going to focus on the camera. Kasi in a traditional pageant po, madaming audience, di ba? You have to look everybody.
Training ground mo na 'to,
Yes
ha?
po.
Training ground itong chikahan
Yes
natin
po.
na 'to.
Opo. But in virtual pageant, you only have to look at the lens of the camera. So yun yung pinaka-problem ko po na I feel like somebody is staring at me here and there. So I have to look at them. So ngayon, talagang dito lang po talaga nakatingin. Medyo awkward siya at first, pero we have to work on that. And then the second one is my communication skills, of course, for the Q&A round. And also, prior to the announcement that I'm going to represent the Philippines, my team already told me and advised me that I have to prepare for my mental health kasi Filipinos are really there, to give a comment. It's either to boost your confidence or to ask
Naku,
you why you
mamaya
represent
natin
your
chikahin yung chikahin yung mga boses.
country. Ah, yes po.
Oo, masyado kang matandali, ha, in fairness, ha. In fairness, feeling ko, chichika ka talaga sa PA natin. Anyway, so napunta tayo dun sa ano mga bang chikahan natin. So napunta tayo kung paano ka na-discover and then ganyan, ganyan, yung preparation mo. Anyway, dun muna tayo mag-focus dun sa preparation, mga usual preparation pa rin, yung walking, and focus mo nga ngayon yung for yung appearance mo sa camera. Sinong trainer
Sa
mo?
yes po. Ah,
Sino
yes.
nag-train ng pasarela
Yung
training mo?
with regards to my pasarela training, I'll be starting the pasarela walk po siguro by next year, first week of January, together with Kagandahang Flores po. Miss Lorraine Arum will help me there po. And then,
Mm.
yung handler ko po, which is, his name is Jacob Martin from Alaminos then. He's the one
Mm.
who direct everything po talaga and help me to manage all the important details of this pageant po.
I see. Siyempre may experience ka na sa, of course, yung traditional pageant natin. So, nung lumaban ka sa Miss Pangasinan, Miss 100 Islands, tama ba?
Opo.
Ano yung pinaka-favorite part mo doon? I mean, favorite part ng pageant? I mean, of course, we have swimsuit, evening gown,
Yes.
Q&A.
Well, to be honest, you have to give your best in every segment para everything is equal. But if I were going to choose one, siguro that will be the question and answer portion because you were able to not only
Machika ka nga.
present physical appearance po, but you have to also present your intellectual minds. Kasi sa tao, we
Correct.
have not only look at the physical appearance, but to also listen to how they can advocate themselves as women. Beauty pageants are not
Yes.
just about physical appearance. It's more of how you can empower other people.
Correct. Wait lang ha, i-edit ko lang yung caption natin dun sa page. Parang
Go
gusto ko
lang.
parang gusto kong i-share sa page natin, dun sa mismong page natin, kasi kasi ng page natin, yaan mo na kung magkagulo tayo dun.
Mag-live po kayo. Sabihan ko ang
Wait lang,
kapamilya ko.
hindi, wait lang, i-share ko lang ito. Bagay sila talaga
Sige lang.
yung political science, attorney
No,
ka talaga. Sis.
machika. Salamat po.
First choice ba talaga yung political science?
Yes po. I really want to be a lawyer someday. And pre-law ko po yung political
Mm.
science.
So nag-high school ka sa Pangasinan na?
Yes po. Senior high school dito po sa Manila.
Alam mo ka, no? Etong,
Yes po.
yun. So, ayun nga, napunta nga tayo dun sa pressure. Siyempre, of course, sino ba namang hindi mape-pressure? Kasi siyempre,
Yes.
yung reigning natin, Miss Tourism International, is si Cyrille Payumo under Mutya Pilipinas. So, this would be the first time na mag-handle si Madam Ovette for the Miss Tourism International.
Wala
No,
ka
ang saya-saya. Like, for example,
Wala
camp,
pa.
we have camp, training camp. Of
Camp.
course, we have
Yes.
KF, may mga training.
On January first week po, I'll be having my training sa Kagandahang Flores po.
Technology, of course. So, kahit virtual talaga, no, kailangan pa rin talagang mag-training.
Kailangan ng training, opo.
Uy,
Kasi
nakita
pre-recorded po ata lahat ng segments, kaya kailangan pa din i-showcase.
Teka muna, speaking of pre-recording mga ganit, syempre may mga national costume din, competition.
Po? I'm sorry.
National costume.
Yes, we'll have it po. Sa yung national costume, yung long gown
Mm.
competition. But Tito Ovet haven't yet elaborated the entire segment po. But I think more likely po parang ganun lang din ang
So,
mangyayari.
up to now, wala pa rin ano, wala pa tayong national costume idea. I mean,
Sorry. Yung idea po ba?
ha?
Yung
Or
concept po?
meron ka ng national costume talaga na naka-prepare?
Yes po, I have it already. Pero hindi pa siya nagagawa. Bale, I
Anong
have the
hint mo?
concept
Anong hint na
itself
lang,
na.
Steve? Anong hint na lang, girl?
Po?
Anong hint? I mean, anong idea na lang nung about sa national costume mo?
Article 1 of the 1987 Constitution. Yun po, Article 1 talaga. I-discuss ko na lang siya.
Nakakatakot naman itong candidate na ito. Baka mamaya, any moment,
Biglang,
article 1 yung mga sinagot. Diba? Ano meron sa article 1?
the national territory comprises a Philippine
Okay.
archipelago with
Yung
all the,
concept mo.
basta, andun po talaga siya sa entire,
Ang galing, no?
of course, it will represent the Philippines talaga.
Inaabangan ko yan, sis. Ibigay mo sa akin yung photos, i-release natin.
Ano?
Anyway, nakita ko naman yung sa page mo. Ngayon ba, nagtitrain ka na for Q&A?
I do. Actually, one of my problem is how to shorten my answer. Kasi usually po we only have 30 seconds. Sa normal po na recitation, we have like
Asa ka pala ngayon? Sa Manila or Pangasinan?
Po.
Hello?
Hello po.
Where are you now? Are you in Pangasinan or in Manila?
Sorry. I'm in Manila po kasi I had a courtesy visit school namin yesterday.
So what trivia about yourself you would like to share sa mga audience natin? Kumbaga, ano yung gusto mong malaman ng mga tao about kay Katie?
Parang nasabi ko na kanina. Pero siguro, one thing I would want them to know is that I am prepared to compete for international pageant and for Miss Tourism International and to represent the country wholeheartedly. As I've mentioned in my first interview, that a lot of people are trying to question how did it went na ako yung napili or how it happened na of all the beauty queens from around their country, someone from Pangasinan nakuha na. Di ba po? They also have their suggestions. But the thing is, I think I can cope up with those comments. And I would like to share to everyone that I am so in love with our country so much to the point that I'm so willing to give my 101% best, not only to represent myself, not only to represent the Filipinos, but to showcase to people how individuals should look or how individuals should be, especially in these challenging times. We have to always be positive, diba?
Parang may debate lang, di ba? Parang yung authority mo talaga. Ano yung political science doon talagang lumalabas.
Nadadala ko pa. Hindi maalis.
So, yun nga, nag-share mo nga rin kanina yung mga hindi naniniwala sa'yo. Of course, social media, ang daming bashers dyan. So what would you say to people who don't believe in you?
I would like to share one of my experience in this journey. I think hindi ako naapektuhan dun sa mga bashers, but of how my family and friends respond to it and how they feel. Kasi po, meron time talaga na si mommy ko po talaga umiiyak. And then my sister, sabi nilang ganun, bakit kasi nasabihan ng ganyan? Yes.
I mean, anong situation? Kasi kung yung mama mo umiiyak, bakit? Ano bang nabasa niya? Pakwento.
Paano ba?
Ito na yung Miss Tourism International journey mo, ha?
Yes po. Parang third week ko lang po, third week ata. Third week or weeks pa lang. Sobrang dami na pong bashers. I think first featured page ko is from the Philippine Pageantry.
Yes. Nakita ko yun.
Opo. Yung una po, hindi ko pa po talaga nire-reveal sa family friends ko. Si mommy lang po ang nakakaalam at saka yung handler ko. And then we try to keep it as much as possible po. Kasi syempre hindi pa sure eh. We're on deck pa. And then nung sinabi ni Tito Ovette na go, okay na. Saka ko lang sinabi sa ibang ibang tao,
Oo.
pero hindi lahat talaga. So, nagkagulatan, akala nila fake news pa po. And then,
Mm.
while I'm scrolling dun po sa comment section, ang dami talagang negative comments, which I think is just normal. And it will going to be part of how you handle success.
Pero
Every
sabi mo nga,
aspect. Yes po.
pero sabi mo nga, ikaw, ako ganyan din ako, kumbaga kaya mo, 'di ba? Pero yung pagdating na sa mga, siyempre mga loved ones natin, sa yung
Yes po.
mother mo
Iba
umiyak,
talaga eh.
do'n ka nagiging emosyonal 'no? Ang dami pa mga bashers ngayon. Oo, tingnan natin
So,
itong mga 870 viewers natin, ito mga bashers din 'to, eh, charot lang. So ano yung message mo dun sa mga hindi naniniwala sa'yo? So, yung mga yun nga, yung mga bashers na ganyan. So anong message mo?
hmm. I think no hard
Mm.
feelings, despite the range of negative comments that that I read, that I usually read whenever I post something. But I think I cannot also blame them for having those kind of comments, as I am new in this industry. I don't have the big name in beauty pageants, and so siguro nagulat sila. But it's part of my
Oo.
journey to Miss Tourism International, and I think we also have to look into consideration some other girls out there can represent the Philippines. Every single Filipina can represent the Philippines for as long as
Mm.
they know exactly the responsibility, they know how to embody all the characteristics of a Filipina, they have the power to speak in behalf of those who are needed and those who are actually underrepresented. Yun po talaga yung nagpupush sa akin. So, para sa mga bashers, thank you so much. It motivates me a lot, and it's okay, it's normal, but I think we shall not tolerate that concept po, and romanticize na the fact na every Filipinos can cope up with the judgmental people, pero normal lang po yun, it's gonna be
Oo,
part, and
normal
it's
lang.
okay. Thank you
It's
po.
part Oo, it's part of ano lang yan, it's part of
Yes
pageantry.
po.
Oo, alam mo naman, kung di ka talaga malakas yung ano mo, sikmura mo nga dito, kumbaga wala, ikaw yung talo. Pero of
Actually,
course, yung
mas nakakatakot yung comment ng Filipino kaysa sa mga judge eh. Do'n po talaga ako natatakot. Yung comment ng Filipinos, instead of
ano
looking at
totoo.
the perspective of the judges, talagang iba po talaga. Pero
Pero
that's
don't
fine.
be bashers na. Kumbaga i-focus mo lang yung, nandito na
Yes po,
tayo, kailangan pa ba tayong
true.
mag-ano, 'di ba?
Ayaw pa
Oo.
ba tayo?
Oo, mga comments na yan. Anyway, we have ano ha, we have comment here, si Lightroom Photography Cayetano. Katie Lee Berco, you are victorious. Ayun, 'di ba? Ang
Wow,
dami mong
thank
supporters.
you.
Of course, we have Micaela Zaria. Go Katie, we
Wow,
believe in you. 'Di ba?
thank
Ano 'to?
you.
Ano friend mo 'yan, si Micaela?
Yes po, schoolmate ko siya.
Hi. Schoolmate. And of course, we have Jana, Lizelle, Carolina Velarde. Go Katie.
Hello, Jana.
Ang daming supporters. Ayan, ayan. So, ayun na nga. 'Di ba, sa mga bashers-bashers ng ano, ganyan. Anyway, punta naman tayo sa, eto na, try natin yung Q&A na ganyan. So, at least ito yung training
Hala,
ground mo for
hindi pa ako
Q&A.
marunong
Try natin. Yes.
hindi pa ako marunong sumagot.
Nag-ano ako dito, nag-prepare ako dito ng mga ibang, yung mga pageant question.
Yes po.
So, eto, try natin ha. Ayan. So, Miss Tourism International Advocacy is promoting tourism, culture, and friendship. So, do you want to inject another advocacy should you win? So, aside from promoting tourism, culture, and friendship, ano ba yung ibang advocacy na gusto mong i-inject sa Miss Tourism International?
Would like to stick with Miss Tourism International advocacy of promoting tourism, culture, and friendship, to be able to focus more of how we are going to cope up with this pandemic, and of how we are going to promote tourism and our culture as one. Not only my country, but all the representing bodies of the entire countries that join here this competition. And of course, we also have to consider friendship, as it will highlight communication from around the globe. It's the international communication or the diplomatic communication that we have to consider. And I would like to highlight that if I win Miss Tourism International.
So, what makes you proud of your country?
I love my country so much, the Filipinos and the Philippines itself. What I'm proud of the most is the idea of being family oriented at this challenging times, despite the fact that we are different with each other. We tend to help one another. We are, although not biologically related from one another, but we know the idea of we are interrelated with one another as one community. And I think as Filipinos, we have that concept of family oriented, that we consider each and everybody from around us, from around the globe, as part of us, and that we are willing to render help and to serve for the community, for the betterment of the community.
Perfect.
Ah.
Next question. Hinga, pwede ko uminom.
Sige
Okay.
lang po, dire-diretso na para
Sino kasama mo diyan ngayon? Mama mo, parents mo? Diyan?
pinsan ko po,
Ah,
pinsan ko lang po. Actually nasa labas po ako ngayon, wala ako sa bahay. Kasi yung internet connection sa bahay medyo ano.
Okay, next question we have. Which of our Pinay beauty queens inspire you and
So
why?
I have Miss Catriona Gray, our Miss Universe 2018. Firstly, because she is very eloquent and she can express herself very thoroughly to the individuals, and she advocates the most for youth empowerment as well, and for the importance of education. And also we have Rabia Mateo, our current Miss Universe, because she shows us the aspect of how Filipinas should be. We should be positive at this moment in time, that even though there will be negatives to thrown about us, we have to keep our mindset straight to our goal, and to always do our best in every aspect ko.
Ayun. So before tayo pumunta sa ibang questions, tingnan natin yung mga comments.
Ay,
Ayan na,
sige.
ang dami mong fan.
Hala, baka bashers yan. Joke niya lang
Yung
po
hindi siya
ako.
basher kasi tayo lang dito. Tayo usapang ano lang 'to, parang usapang bahay lang 'tong chikahan natin with your friendship. Of course, si Micaela Saria, sabi niya, "Go, Katie, we believe in you." Jana Lizelle Carolino Velarde, ayan, siyempre heart, heart, heart. Miss Diana Rose Perganan, 'di ba? Super
Hello po.
supportive. Puro mga emoticons. Okay. Samantha Sagun, "Go, Ate Katie." Heart, heart,
Thank
heart.
you.
Justine Kendrick
Ah,
Roy. Sino ba si Justine? Ay,
tito ko po. Maliit siya pero tito. Bata pa po pero tito ko. Family tree ng Filipinos, 'di ba? Hindi
mm,
natin ayan si Lyra.
Lyra. Ay,
Hello.
presidente ka daw. Ayun na
Ay,
nga. Lyra Reynoso, go president. Go talaga. Parang, wait lang. Basahin natin yung ibang mga supporters mo.
sure po.
Of course, si James Bautista. Hi, James Bautista. Kamusta ka na?
Hello.
Oo, yan. Super haha naman si James Bautista. Of course, Kimberly
Diyan.
Pontabella. Ayan. Roda Ignacio. God bless you, Kathie Lee Berco.
Thank you, guys.
Well, go Queen, Kathie Lee.
Wow. Tapos
Ayan.
may mabasa tayong bashers diyan.
Ay, hindi ko i-allow yung mga bashers kasi ako yung nagko-control. Anyway, dun sa mga friendship ni Katie, wait
Thank
lang
you.
ha. But back po tayo dun sa mga questions natin, mga pageant question. Okay, game. Katie, if you could have dinner tonight, taray, tonight ha, to any one of your, di ba? Anong oras na ba? 6:50. So at least dinner pa nga naman. So if you could
Yes.
have dinner tonight to any one of your choice, who would it be and why? Asa isa jowa? May jowa ka ba, girl?
Wala po.
Ayun nga. Oh, perfect ka. Oh, so go, focus. If you could have dinner tonight to any one of your choice, who would it be and why?
Given the chance that I'm going to choose a person who will be joining me for tonight's dinner, that would be President Rodrigo Duterte. First and foremost, I am very active in politics, and I would love to hear from him on what type of perspective he has for politics, especially nowadays, that I think this is one of the most controversial issues that we shall face, especially the youth of today's generation, that they are really advocating for something in social media. So the platform of knowing what politics should be from an authority like the President Rodrigo Duterte, is something that would enunciate the knowledge that we have and would be more informative.
Okay, perfect. So, Katie, if you were given a chance to change something from the past, what would it be and why?
I think given a chance to change something from the past, I would like to start from how people see the youth of today's generation. We are being underestimated and we are being invalidated because of the things that we try to highlight as youth, as part of the community. And I think we have to change that perspective that maturity comes with number itself. It's about the experience. And I have so much strength and belief to the youth of today's generation that they have the capacity to share something for the community, not only for themselves, but for everybody. So we have to try to listen to them also.
So before we go to the next question, ano yung message ni Mother Ovette Ricalde sa journey mo for Miss Tourism International Virtual competition?
Ah, ngayon po kasi hindi pa
Mm.
kami talaga nakakapag-usap na personal or sa phone call. Sa chat pa lang kami kasi I think
Hmm.
meron siyang
Hmm.
inorganize na pageant sa Japan.
Oo,
So,
kakatapos lang kahapon.
sobrang busy niya. So, kailangan I have to
Mm.
work on for myself lang muna. Then,
Mm.
siguro, one of these days, we'll have the conversation. But most likely po,
Mm.
approved siya naman sa lahat ng mga pangyayari for the
Mm.
preparation of the pageantry and keeps on supporting me, especially sa social media.
So yung Miss Tourism International, yung journey mo, um, may yung video, I mean, ang tawag dito, parang video introduction for the pageant.
Meron
Okay na
po.
siya?
Okay, tapos na.
Tapos na, pero hindi pa siya nare-release, tama?
Yes po. Sa page po, main page ng organizers po
Saan
yun.
mo sinuot?
Sa
Sa
Alaminos din po.
Pangasinan?
Opo, sa Pangasinan din po talaga.
Hmm. Feeling ko ano yung bongga yung ano na yan,
Thank you.
yung
Hopefully,
video niya.
magustuhan ng bawat
Mm. Anyway, ano palang sabi ng organization? So, paano daw yung system ng scoring?
Oh, with regards to the system of scoring, I don't have yet
Mm.
any idea po. Kasi
Mm.
ngayon pa lang parang pinagsasama-sama kaming lahat na representative ng countries. WhatsApp yung
Mm.
gamit namin. Actually, kahapon po dapat magko-communicate kami. Although, sabi ko hindi pa ako nakaka-download ng WhatsApp. So, sabi ko
May
ganun.
GC. Oo. So, may GC na kayo?
Opo. Nagko-compose pa lang po sila. Parang kino-contact pa lang nila
Mm.
per country. So, yun po. Mahirap talagang mag-adjust ngayon lalo't ganito yung mga nangyayari.
So, wala ka pang nami-meet ng mga candidates, ng mga
Ah,
co-candidates mo for
actually,
virtual?
meron akong isang gabi na talagang ni-scroll ko
Mm.
yung hashtag Miss Tourism International 2020. And I saw
Oo.
yung Thailand, Cambodia,
Mm.
USA, yun pa lang yung nakikita
Mm.
ko. But dun sa page ng Miss Tourism, nag-start na po sila na mag-post po ng mga Australia ata na i-post na nila. 2 na atang candidates yun na i-post nila.
Pero wala ka pang, I mean, nakaka-chat sa kanila?
Finollow po ako
Nakaka-chat
ni
ka?
Miss Netherlands, pero wala pa siyang chat.
Wala
Hindi
kang
pa
chat?
nakakapag-chikahan.
Then sabi mo nga, meron kayong GC dun sa
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
Yes.
What one major lesson did you learn through your experiences through the pandemic?
It's always about being optimistic. Everything is being negative right now, in all
Mm.
aspects, be it through education, in our mental health, and of how
Mm.
secure we can be. But as we go out, we have to learn how to see things clearly in our vision, where we can see our contribution as individuals. And I think every one of us plays a vital role for the development and creating a conducive environment for each and every Filipino, for each and every people around the globe, because it will not only give us the idea that we can do this, but we can transpire
Mm.
also the positivity or radiate the positivity to each and everyone, especially those who are in need and are really saddened by the situation po.
Ang dami mong
Parang
friendship na
parang
nanonood.
chika lang yung ginagawa ko sa Q&A. Chini-chika ko lang yung
Ano?
Q&A. Parang
Ano ka ba?
chini-chika
Seryoso
ko
ka
lang.
lang? Mm. Ang dami mong mga ang dami mong mga friendship.
Wow.
Eto, bago natin si Roda Ignacio. Before we go to our next question, mag-greetings muna tayo ngayon. Greet muna tayo. Roda Ignacio, God bless you. Kathie Lee Berco,
Thank you.
Rochelle, Gianna, Guillermo, Cancino, Go Queen, Kathie Lee Berco. Oo, ang dami mong mga supporters, mga tiyahin. Lorely Acha, Patitayan, Go Katie Lee. Ayan,
Thank
basa-basa muna tayo. Eric
Ah,
Pamo, hello. Ang tari naman ni Eric Pamo. Go Katie.
thank
Pang-hack naman si Eric Pamo.
Hati.
Oo. Hati-hati, di ba? Joey
Si
Asa, go
Mommy.
anak. Sino to? Si Joey
Si
Asa.
Mommy po.
Ano to? Hi, Mommy. Hello po.
Hello,
Go ano,
Mommy.
conquer the
Shout
world. Love
out.
you. Ay, naku, Mommy, huwag ka nang umiyak, no, sa mga bashers. Ganyan talaga yung mga bashers talaga. Jose Luis
Wow.
S. Gonzalez. Oo. Let's go Pangasinan. O, diba? Roxanne Bitonio. Wow, Katie. O, diba? Good luck, dear, to your endeavor.
Hello
Si
po.
Ken Jetro. Hi, Ken. Ay, pare naman ni
Hello,
Ken.
Ken.
Let's go, Katie. Support Philippines. Lino Lopez. Hi, Lino. Oo, Laban
Hello,
Kitty.
Lino.
Of course. Isa na lang. Wait lang. Go Kitty, si Elaine Palencia, mga friendship mo. And last muna, mamaya yung mga greetings natin, no? Of course, Mr. John, Christopher Perez Pasqua, ayan, Galikayo. What's
Yung,
Galikayo?
that's my recent pageant po. Yung regional pageant. Miss
Ah,
Gali kayo kami yan.
ayun. Okay, next question tayo. Charan. So the question, Katie, is what one thing young people like you should focus on?
Uh, I think it's more of how young people should look in consideration how they will utilize the resources. We are all informative, we are all knowledgeable in every aspect, but to bring this aspect to social media, for example, is something that we should be more secure of, or we should be more considerable of, especially in our language, and of how we are going to place our information, our statement. Because as of today, as I've mentioned earlier, a lot of people are invalidating the youth, but we have to keep on strengthening our stand as one, because it will help not only ourselves, the youth of today's generation, but it will create impact in the future generations to come.
Perfect. Alam mo, wait lang. Alam mo, iniisip ko yung kamukha mo. May kamukha kang Binibining Pilipinas International. Parang
Sino?
2003 yun. Nag-artista yun eh. Wait lang, i-google ko lang ha. Iyan mo yung mga audio ko guy. Ano yun? Yung sa Binibining Pilipinas, kumanta siya. Yung top 5 Q&A. Kumanta siya. Kamukha mo. Siguro PM ko na lang later. Pero kamukha mo.
Sige po. Go po.
PM ko na lang sa iyo kasi baka yung mga
Sorry.
audio natin medyo maumay. Joke lang. Okay. Ito yung last question natin dito sa I mean, na may banner. So what is one beautiful word in your local language, in Pangasinan, and what does it mean? O, di ba? Mga kainain natin sa Miss Universe Philippines.
Hala, wait lang. To be honest po, I'm living in Pangasinan, but I don't know how to speak Pangasinense po. Talaga.
Asan ka?
I'm
Ano?
Ilocano lang po.
Ano? Pero
Opo,
nag-Ilocano
pero
ka?
hindi
Parang,
rin
parang lang na,
po.
hindi. Oo.
Nakakaintindi lang.
So ano na lang Tagalog word na,
Tagalog.
yung favorite mong Tagalog word na, yun.
Ah, ano bang, madami kasi tayong words na maganda, of course, beautiful in English, because it not only represent or radiate positivity for each and every individual, but whenever you say it to somebody, it feels like it will lighten up their day and they become more positive. As
Mm-mm.
per what we understand about maganda or beautiful, it's creating a mindset of positive, to create a positive impact towards other people. And whenever we say beautiful to each and everybody, they also radiate that positive impact within themselves that they can feel for themselves, for other people.
In fairness,
Maganda,
maganda.
maganda.
Sino gagawa ng ano mo, ng gown mo?
Yes.
Gown. Yung gown.
My team is actually, they are all composed of
Mm-mm.
residents from Pangasinan. So para hindi na tayo mahirapan sa pag-travel. And I
Mm-mm.
have few designers na pinipili ko po, but most likely Filipino, taga Pangasinan po, yung gagawa ng gown ko po. Even
So,
the
taga
national po.
Pangasinan. Taga
Yes
Pangasinan
po.
yung gagawa evening gown mo, and of course, the national costume. Voting
Yes
system, I
po.
mean, voting for the Miss Tourism International next year.
Last
Meron
year
bang
po
ganon?
meron si Miss Cyrille Payumo ata. And then ngayon po ata, I don't know if we'll have that, pero siguro meron po as virtual pageant tayo. But as of
Mm.
now, sinasabihan ko yung mga kapamilya ko na if ever there will be, sana supportahan nila ako, yun po. But for now po,
Supportahan
wala.
natin. Dahil diyan, maraming mga, speaking of supporters, magbasa-basa tayo ng mga comments dito.
Si,
Ayan. Ito, basahin
ayun.
natin kasi ano naman, sayang naman yung effort nila mag-comment. Oo. Okay, okay.
Natin.
Ito,
Baka.
si Miss Vanessa Martinez, Rakrain, Go Alamino City, Go Philippines. Jessa Reynaldo, hi, love you from Alaminos family.
Wow. Thank
Hiling,
you.
Hiling Kiam, Espanyol Orbos. Katie Lee, good luck, proud collegian.
Thank you so
Ayan.
much.
Henrico, hi Henrico, Freyna sa
And,
Diaza. Go Queen. Ano to mga friendship mo? I mean, kamag-anakan, ganyan, classmates. Ayan, si
opo. Tsaka
Nivea,
mga schoolmates po.
ang mga schoolmate, ayan, si Nivea Amisola, ayan, of course, si Roxandra Gudos, Angelo, Churul, ayan, nagtangsit, Atoy, o ganyan-ganyan. Ayan, ang daming supporters. Hmm,
Salamat.
ayun,
Wow,
alright.
thank you so much. Nakaka-motivate talaga yung mga ganyang
Ano lang yung,
messages.
we're running out of time. Ano lang yung message mo sa Filipinos na, I mean, for your pageant journey?
Okay, so I would like to take this virtual floor to first of all thank every Filipinos who keeps on supporting me and who are
Mm.
believing in me, in my capacity to represent our country. So thank you so much first to my family, to friends, to Lord God, and also one thing's for sure, I'm gonna give my 101% best in this endeavor, and hopefully all positive feedback will radiate in me on that night of the competition para we can claim for the crown, back-to-back crown po. Thank you so much for
Okay, so
everyone.
good luck ha, and we're here,
Thank you
Pageantology
po.
101 is here for you. So,
Thank you
we will
so much
support
po.
you all the
Okay. Thank
way.
you so
Ayun.
much po,
Wala
Miss
ka bang
Ed.
gusto patingin sa mga family mo, sa mga nanonood ngayon sa mama mo, mga
Naku,
friendship mo, ganyan.
magpapa-shoutout pa ba ako? But everyone, thank you so much lang po. I'm just really so grateful that I am here right now with Pageantology 101 kasi it is an opportunity to introduce myself kasi marami ngang hindi nakakakilala. So this type of interviews will help me talaga to strengthen more, to gather more support po. Thank you so much.
Alam mo yan. Oo. Anyway, thank you so much, girl ha.
Thank
Salamat.
you po. Thank you
And
so
good
much.
luck.
Thank you po. Thank you.
Nabuhay.